Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today. It's a beautiful day, even though it's sub-zero temperatures and it's so cold and unbelievable. But thank y'all all for being here and joining me. I appreciate that. We're just kind of getting started, so we'll give everything a little bit of time to get people in here. There we go. But if you're going to catch this on the replay, if you guys would definitely give us a thumbs up and subscribe, that would be a great thing. It is chilly, and I mean chilly here where we're at. Hoping it warms up today. We are. And I am chilly this morning. Probably should have put a sweatshirt on, but I didn't do it. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. Good morning, everybody. See, we got a bunch of people in the background. Why don't you give us a thumbs up, but drop into the chat. Let us know who's all here. It is 27 degrees where we are. So thank you for that. I am just waking up. I'm just waking up in the morning. Getting things done. I got a bunch of things I'm going to be working on this week. So I need to come into the office. Hope you guys don't mind. Ariel says, hello, hello, good morning to you. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Magnus says, hello, what's up? Man, it's just cold here. It's Thanksgiving weekend in America. Thanksgiving week. So we are preparing for Thanksgiving this week. We've got a lot going on. There's the same as in cold. Man. I'm not one of those people that are very good with winter and cold weather, but yes, so I'm trying to get excited about other things. Like the fact that Thanksgiving is Thursday. This is my birthday week. I always take the Thanksgiving week to celebrate my birthday because I never know when my real birthday is. Jeff says, Black Friday starts today. Hell, Black Friday started like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I started getting ads for Black Friday 2 weeks ago. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, but I'm also in Thanksgiving break. Great. Thanksgiving break is great. When I taught college, I always enjoyed Thanksgiving break very, very much, along with Christmas break. I see that Dark Knight 756 is back in the house, or JJ. Thank you all for being here and say hello to everybody. I know some of you guys have YouTube channels. So the way to get people to respond and come to your YouTube channels is to say hello to one another. Thank you for the happy birthday thoughts. Yep. When you get old like me, it really doesn't matter when you were born. We don't really do much for it. But my wife thinks it's kind of fun to do it over Thanksgiving week. So, is anybody excited about Black Friday? Since Jeff brought that up, is anybody excited about Black Friday? I know I'm not. I hate Black Friday. One, I don't go out shopping in it. All right, Area. Thank you. I'm going to go by. I'll give you a sub, though. Thank you. We appreciate that, Ariel. You're always welcome. Thank you for subbing and liking. So, yeah, I hate Black Friday. I think Black Friday is a waste of money. I think it's a trick. I think a lot of times on Black Friday, you buy goods and materials that are not first rate. I do believe, from talking to suppliers and vendors to the world of Walmart in years past, that they have special products for Black Friday, but it's not like you're getting the TV, the 80-inch TV with all the bells and whistles that you would find in July for half off. That's not what's happening. But good morning and thank everybody for being here. So just keep that in mind when you go into a store and you go, oh my God, it's Black Friday. I'm going to be getting the best deal of my life on this TV. Well, the TV is a Black Friday TV. The coffee pot may be a Black Friday TV, or it may be old product. Yep, another great day, right? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But I guess it's become, no longer is it Black Friday, but it's more like Black Month. Jesus. You know, it's like how we extended Christmas, into like 2 months. HTN is in the house. HTN, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. I'm up early this morning trying to get things done. We got a lot we're going to do this week, so I'm making a traditional Filipino dish later this week, so I got to go back over my notes on how I want to do that. I'm working on some trivia for Wednesday night for everybody to come to. And tonight we're going to do another live stream and to talk about, I think, if I can find a good list, a good list for all those stinking acronyms we're supposed to know on the internet. But this morning, Henry, how are you? How cold is it where you're at? It is 27, but it is warming up as the sun comes up. I seem to always be awake early, except for, well, on Tuesdays I wake me up early because the trash man comes. Jeff says, a Blazer brass 9mm is on sale at $99 to Buy Mart. All right. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the thumbs up. Remember, we do have memberships available for everybody and Super Chats and PayPal. Thinking of $9.99 at Buy Mart. Doing good. Jeff can, let me see. Nisha, hello. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. I hope things are finding you well. BLM, buying luxury mansions. I'm looking to buy one of those myself. Always buying ammo. There you go. There you go. Well, what we have found there's so many now acronyms and little abbreviations for things that some of us old people haven't done a good job keeping up with them. We just haven't. There we go. We just haven't done a good job keeping up with them, and myself included, because even though I look like I'm only 21, and I'm very guapa, which means handsome, I I don't have a clue what a lot of them are. Nisha's in the house. Thank you this morning. Thank you for the thumbs up. LGBTQ, let's buy guns today quickly. Yep. So, I'm going to do some of that this week, Henry. Oh, it's 70 degrees there. Damn, that's really nice compared to here. Jeez. I mean, it's warmed up to 30 degrees now here, but 70 already? You guys are gonna have a nice day there. See, I could live with that. I would be planning my fishing trip down where you're at already this morning. 70 degrees? Oh yeah. I'd be planning which layer of clothing. 70 degrees must be AZ. No, down around the Gulf of Mexico. Jeff, down in the Gulf of Mexico area, like Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi. It's all about 70 degrees there this morning. So, Texas, yep. We'll have some people pop in from Texas as we go along here this morning. Some of our good friends, and it's raining a bit, but not too bad. Nice. It is bright and sunny here. Warm, cold, but bright and sunny. And I mean sunny, sunny, sunny. But what else am I going to do? But yeah, we're going to do Thanksgiving trivia on Wednesday. We just got some messages from some of our members. They're all kind of excited about that. So hopefully that will go well. Apparently I found, Henry, that, guys, that here in a couple of hours I got to get Lorelai up. Because apparently they're having a Thanksgiving thing tomorrow at her work. But we got to go and get something for her to take to the Thanksgiving dinner they're having at her work tomorrow that we just found out about yesterday. So, I like to pre-plan. And so now, short notice, I need to run over to Harps and find a nice pecan pie or something and all of that. Go fishing, baby, go fishing. What's up, dude, in Orlando? Man, we're jealous of you being in Orlando. I've been to Orlando. I like Orlando. So, geez, how are you? What are you doing in Florida? What's the temp right now for you? And we are jealous. Yes, it is 30 degrees here where I'm at. So, you're having the better morning than me, geez. But thank you for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for sharing out our YouTube channel to the entire world as we try to grow and become bigger than Mr. Beast. That's our plan. We want Mr. Beast to look at our channel and go, dang, I wish I was like them. It may take me a while, but you just never know. I might get there. Yep, Jeff likes Texas. South Texas is good. I'm great. Just came from a roller coaster. What kind of roller coaster? The parks aren't open this early, are they? Are they? I don't know. You're talking about like Disneyland and Universal Studios? Are they open this early? Or is it some other roller coaster? Like driving on the highway, trying to get from point A to B? Or is it dealing with beautiful women and the craziness that they bring? That type of roller coaster. So, because man, one thing we've learned as old men, there are all kinds of roller coasters. I mean, I'm on a tiny one, but today. Like I told you yesterday that they're having a fancy dinner at my wife's work tomorrow, but I got told that yesterday. So I got to go get food today for her to take to work tomorrow. 9:53, yep, it's 8:54 where we're at. So we're in the central part of the United States. So Florida is an hour ahead of us, which we don't mind. It's okay. We think it's acceptable for Florida there. We spend a lot of time in Florida over the years, in Alabama, Mississippi, Texas. We don't like Louisiana. We think Louisiana is just a big nasty swamp. So we don't like going there. But we've been to Florida a lot, and I mean a lot, so. What is on everybody's agenda today? Joe's in the house. Good morning, Joe. Everybody say hello to Joe. And Joe, what are you up to this morning? I know it has to be colder for you than it is for me. But I'm hoping it warms up a little bit. We got running around to do in a little bit. Henry says, I used to live in Florida, never cared for it. I really like it. I feel at home in Florida, except for the carrying costs of home ownership, meaning home insurance and taxes. But other than that, I feel perfectly at home in Florida. That's why I like Southern Alabama for a place to retire in so much, because it's the closest you can get. So, nothing yet. It's too cold. I know. Well, Joe, I hope you put something on the agenda to do today, man, and get out and about. I'm working on a lot of things. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up, so I got a lot to do. Joe was saying hello to you, Henry. We got to go get a pecan pie or something for Laura. My wife likes pecan pie. I can't stand it. It's too sugary. But she wants to go get a pecan pie to take to her work for tomorrow. So we got to get that done today. Or maybe the dinner's today. I don't know. But anyway, when she gets up in a couple of hours, we got to run over to Harps and get a pecan pie. But I'm working on some Filipino food, and I got a bunch of American food I'm working on this week. I'm going to show you guys, you know, my Thanksgiving. And Wednesday night, Joe, we're going to do a Thanksgiving trivia. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving on Wednesday night. Wednesday night's live stream. So, but hopefully your day will go well, Joe. 10 thumbs up already. We appreciate that tremendously. More than you know, when you're a poor YouTuber like me and you want to become Mr. Beast, it's hard to do so. So we're getting there though. Hey, Henry, I haven't checked this morning. Did Bai turn her channel off? I couldn't find it on YouTube last night. I went to go look to support her live stream, but I couldn't find her YouTube channel. Did she deactivate it? I didn't look this morning. I haven't done it yet. I had too many, well, I just got up and I got a few other things I was working on. So I hadn't bothered to go on the internet and check yet. I was trying to find a message from that soul lender, and I don't know where Lorelai found. I don't know where it is. So, apple or pumpkin pies are the best. You know, I know this is going to be really weird, but I'm fat. I get it. I really don't like apple pie or pumpkin pie or pecan pie. I really don't like them. Don't like rhubarb, don't like cherry pie, you know, mixed berry pie. Now, peach cobbler is a different thing. I like peach cobbler and blackberry cobbler, but the only pie that I really think, man, I like that, I want a piece of that, is key lime pie. Yep, not for sure. Still learning, Henry. Yeah, I don't know. I was just last night when I was on a couple things while I was watching TV, and I thought, well, I'll go over and just, you know, give a little support, because I try to do that with people that I know that are streaming. But I couldn't find her anywhere, so which is weird because it's saved in my thing, and so when I clicked on it, it just brought up all kinds of other stuff. So, but yeah, you never know. She's still learning, or not. And I got to make a little bit. Oh, I got to do that. Maybe should I do that today? I got to make a little bit of a grocery. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, man. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're having Thanksgiving on Thursday, obviously. We're going to try to do a live stream Thursday night, but I was getting ahead of myself about my Christmas party on December the 14th that we're having. I'm thinking, oh my God, I almost forgot to buy eggnog, but I'm not buying eggnog for Thanksgiving. I'm buying it for the party. So I almost got ahead of myself, man. I almost threw myself in a panic. Same here with Bree. Oh, you mean Bye? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to stop by and give some support. You know, I stopped by Claude's last night, Claude and Jessica's, which is a really good channel, and hung out with them for a few minutes. So I try to do that. And if anybody ever wants me to come to their live streams, I'm happy to do it. I just need to know about it. And I know we got some people wanting a partnership with us and things like that, which I'm happy to do. But I don't know, maybe she got scared from the unicorn and turned her channel off. I don't know, Henry, I don't know. Because I know you were telling me that she was being bullied a little bit, that's why I went. So we just have to see what happens. But I gotta make crispy pata. I'm gonna do that. And we gotta go to the market. Tomorrow I got a big day. I gotta take Lorelei to work and use her car to go shopping. Joe says, I haven't seen any eggnog yet this year. I saw some at our Walmart. I saw some, Joe, I did. It's a little early, but I saw they started bringing in some eggnog the other day when I was there. But we're gonna have a lot of people here, so I'm gonna buy 2 gallons of eggnog and I'm gonna put a gallon of rum in it. I'm gonna get everybody shit-faced now. I know Unicorn is still bullying her to get the mod back and saying he's going to marry her no matter what. Well, does Unicorn get some eggnog for a few days? Does Unicorn have a YouTube channel, or is he just a support channel? Because if I could find his channel, I would tell YouTube that he's a bad person. But she has to have and I'm not picking on women that do these, but she has to have the balls to stand up to him and tell him no. But if she feels uncomfortable, she just reports his ass to YouTube and YouTube will take care of him, besides just simply blocking him. And I know you've told her this. And I know that you've tried to help her with this process. The only thing I can say, I think sometimes that sometimes some channels are like the attention. They like the drama. Okay, good. But you got to do it repeatedly. You know, you just do. You got to do it repeatedly. I guess where I was going with that was, I've known over the years, there are some channels that like the drama, the attention, and what I was trying to say last night, very politely and politically correct, is sometimes the girl channels who would like to get married, or you want to raise money, sometimes they will put up with a whole lot because they're afraid of losing money or potentially losing the ability to track an American or foreigner or German, whatever it may be. Ah, looky who's here. Des Channel's in the house. Thank you for being here. I will tell you, my friend, you look very well in green. Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well this morning. She has a very big channel herself. She has a nice channel. She has 4,700 subscribers, 1,500 videos. She looks to be a very kind and caring young Filipina. So thank you for being here. We are very happy to have you as part of our group. I know you've been a subscriber for a long time, so thank you for that. Thank you for the thumbs up. And we appreciate you sharing us out and spending time with us. I'm looking at your channel now. So I'm gonna ask Henry and Joe and everybody else in the background if they will check out your channel. So Diaz channel. So go check her out. Subscribe to her channel. She can always use more love and more support. Raining mornings, everybody. 86 views. She just got done about 11 hours ago, Joe, I think. I can see why she's doing so well on her channel. It's like she works hard at it. I'm not for sure, Diaz, which part of the Philippines you're from. Right off the bat, just looking at things I don't remember, of course, because I'm old and I can barely remember my name. But thank you for being here. Always good to give our friends more support. I already have Dave. I already have her. Yeah, I figured you did, Joe. We've known her for a long time. So, but for all the other good people listening in the background, so Taha, thank you for being here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the thumbs up. How are you this morning? What's going on in your part of the world? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know what's going on in your world. But Henry, yeah, there's not a lot you and I can do. She has to muster up the fortitude to take the balls by the hand, so to speak, and do something about it. If they choose not to, they choose not to. And I get that. I mean, but what are you going to do? I know they feel like a lot of the Filipinos and people feel like they're caught in a rock between a hard place because they want to grow and they hate to give up one subscriber even. You know, there's a time when you have a small YouTube channel where you kind of go, man, I need every subscriber. I need every watch hour there is, and I don't want to give any up. But that can be dangerous. Yeah, it's her decision. So everybody say hello to Taha. They've come in to visit us. It's Thanksgiving week in America. There's a lot of people on Thanksgiving break this week, including myself. I've decided on my own, I am not going to go to work this week. That's what I've decided. Not going to work, Henry. I'm refusing to go to work this week. But I got a lot of work to do this week. I mean, I'm preparing a whole entire Thanksgiving feast. And a crispy pata, which is a Filipino dish. Man, I'm probably the best freaking husband in the world. I'm just telling you. Hope my wife realizes how great I am. And she's gonna shit her drawers at the Christmas party. I got a surprise for Lorelai at the Christmas party that's gonna blow her mind. There's that bad word again. Amen, brother. Amen. Work, 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 work. I said it 3 times. That's right. I am not going to go to work. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. No, I don't know. I need to do a lot of that W word around the house. You know, my back hurt for so long. I kind of got lazy, and you know, I need to put some effort into doing things this winter around the house because it's my only form of exercise. Just doing laundry, cleaning the house, organizing my office, cleaning the garage. It's the only exercise I'll get all winter. Which is really bad, but it is true. It is true. You know, it is very true. So yeah, we don't know. I weighed myself the other day. I think I'm down 35 pounds in the last 6 months. I'm happy about that. Maybe I can get another 35 off in the next year, which would make me really happy and put me where I like to be at. I don't like being super skinny because I'm just too damn sexy and attractive when I'm too skinny. So I try not to go that route. But Thanksgiving week, trivia is coming up. We're going to try to study about those damn acronyms so we know what the hell people are talking about. And I need to learn how to be a better YouTuber. I'm trying to turn YouTube into a business, so I need to get better at it. That's part of my goal. But I want to do some fun things this winter. We're going to try to take some trips, and I got a model. I like to build models. I'm not good at it, but I like to build them. I got a model given to me last year or the year before, and I want to build it. So I'm thinking in January, once the holidays are over, I may bring this model ship out of my closet and try to sit down and build it. And maybe that'd be a fun thing to do for me to kill some winter months when it's so freaking cold out. I do put a lot of puzzles together, but I don't have any new puzzles right now. I have 4 new puzzles, but they're collector's items for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They're sealed, so I'm just gonna keep them. It's more of a thing to look at versus a thing to do. So that gives me something, because I think we gotta have something to do in life. Oh, remember, I'm gonna try to give out some memberships on Thursday night. So I don't know what we're gonna do. So here's kind of the plan. Everybody's gonna eat about 5 o'clock. So we're eating late in the day because everybody has to go back to work the following afternoon. So we're going to eat later in the day. And then I think once our one elderly friend who doesn't like to stay up past 8 o'clock, he'll leave probably 6:30 or so, go home and go to bed because he's old. Then the 2 young people that are coming, we'll probably sit around and play cards, and they will probably consume alcoholic beverages. So at that time, I think I'll probably do a live stream Thursday night and see if anybody's awake or out there or got so sick and tired of eating turkey yet that they want to hang out with us and watch us play cards. And Lorelai and I don't drink much, but our 2 friends, they have no problem consuming mass quantities of the alcoholic liquid. So that's part of the big plan, and is what we're gonna do. So I'm hoping. Let me see if I can Google ship. I can't do anything. Yeah, it's just kind of weird, Henry. I mean, even now, I'm searching for her channel. It doesn't show up anywhere. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. So at this point, I got a feeling she suspended her channel. Which maybe is the only way she thinks she could get away from the unicorn guy. I don't know. And I don't know I gotta watch the news today because I don't know what's going on with Ukraine. I can't make comments on her video. Does she have comments turned off? Which a lot of them do that. A lot of them will turn their comments off. But I can't even find her channel. Let me try again. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I hit the wrong button. I mean, it's just not coming up. Cole's in the house. Good morning. Good morning to you, Cole. How are you? How are things going for you guys? Are the babies doing well? Yeah, I don't know. Joe said he couldn't find it only. I know she hid the unicorn. I mean, I can't find her channel, and I've been on her channel multiple times, so I don't know. Maybe she hid me. I don't know. And that's okay. Broke my nose on the damn ice. What? How in the hell did you break your nose? I heard about breaking your ass, or your arm, or your wrist. How did you break your nose on the ice? We got to tell us the story, Cole. I need to hear this story. I broke my nose playing baseball once. I've never broken my nose on the ice, my friend. So how did you do that? Man, and a broken nose hurts. I wonder how those Thanksgiving pictures are going to look. Oh, sorry, Cole. I didn't mean to poke the bear. But how in the hell do you break your nose? You must have face planted on the ice. Man, I mean, you must have, pow, right? Because usually, you know, when we're slipping and falling, we're falling backwards or sideways or landing on our butts. Man. You tripped? Okay. Yes, it's very hard. Man, how's your wife taking it? She's like, gee, honey, just in time for the Thanksgiving Day pictures. Gee, we appreciate you running the picture. We appreciate you running Thanksgiving because now you're going to have a busted nose and look like I beat you on the photos. You can't take pictures with the babies either, you know. So I know what the wives probably think. My wife would. She'd be like going, my God, could you have not just... My wife gets always worried when we go somewhere because I have a tendency, my ankles are really bad and my knees are bad. I've had a knee replacement and ankle reconstruction surgery. And I can't do a lot. I can't be on them a lot. But she always is so mad and worried because I will get ready for the trip or to do things. I overdo it the day before. And then when I get there, I can't walk. Well, yeah, man, maybe she's right that you are a klutz, you know. The problem is, here's the real problem, Cole. The bad thing is, you tripped on your own property versus like at Walmart. It would have been much better if you would have tripped at Walmart or at a restaurant. Because then at least you could have got some Christmas money out of it. But on your own property, who are you going to sue? You? No, Cole. What are we going to do with you, Cole? But that's what my wife gets mad at me about because she's like, I know, you know that we're going to be catching a plane on Thursday. Why are you killing yourself on Wednesday? Because now Thursday you can't walk, you know, or whatever it may be. And you're not, you know, why do you do that? Why don't you just rest the day before so that you can walk the day we need you to walk? You know, because I take a mobility scooter everywhere I go usually. But a lot of times I don't get to enjoy myself because I'm in too much pain because I did too many stupid things leading up to the thing that she wanted me to be healthy for. You know, so. Wow, flying out? Oh, you're going to the parents, right? The parents-in-law of the babies or something like that? Oh my goodness. I haven't watched the weather, but I watched it yesterday and I saw there's a lot of flight cancellations in DC, Chicago, all parts of the world up there. So hopefully you don't have any delays or flight issues. So hopefully. Now, and you don't have to tell me where you're flying to, but are you flying to a warmer climate where there's less ice? Or are you going into the belly of the beast where the snow and ice is? So you got to be there Thursday morning. Yes, we want you to have a safe trip. Look, here's what you do. Now that you got a busted up nose, You know, when you're checking into the plane and when you're on the plane and you're doing those things, you just, you know, when somebody asks, well, what happened? Here's what you do. Here's what you, if your wife is standing here, you just look at her, look back at the person and say, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. That's what I would do to my wife. I would stand next to her and kind of look sheepish and turn and go, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. You know, my wife would punch me in the nose for that. So have a safe trip, safe, yep, good. But it's good to travel. We love to travel. We don't like to travel on the holidays, but we like to travel. But we have nowhere to go at this point in our life. We have no family anywhere. We got friends all over the country and things, but yeah, they're not worth going to go visit for things. No, Lorelai, I don't want my wife. My wife has a bunch of vacation days, and I'm trying to get her to save them. Thank you, Henry. My wife, I want her to save all the vacation days we can get because one, we're hoping to go on a cruise next year. If we can find somebody who will take care of our dogs while we're gone, so that's our big if. But we'd like to go on a cruise next year versus going like to Alabama and renting an Airbnb and hanging out for a week or so. But we may do that too because we're going to go live in Alabama next year. So we don't know what we're doing. But right now, we don't have anybody we want to go visit. I got a brother who lives in Dallas, so that's 5 hours away. We can just drive down and visit him and come back. It's not a big deal. Other than that, there's nobody we really want to go see. You know, we have people come see us, I guess, is what we do. And we have a lot of people that want to come see us, you know, but we don't want them to come here. My wife forgot my coffee, so I had to pick some up. Pick up some, yes. Man, that's not very nice of her. Did you tell her that? You know, why did you forget my coffee, honey? Do you not love me anymore? Is coffee not important to you? You know? How does you think that makes me feel? A little guilt tripping never hurts. I get my wife, she doesn't buy any of it. You know, she just rolls her eyes at me like, whatever. But I try to give my wife guilt trip all the time. I mean, it's one of my favorite pastimes to do. But it just doesn't ever seem to work. So, but that's all right. But you guys are going to have an exciting time for your Thanksgiving. I told her that I got chewed out. Nah, yeah, see? Guilt trip, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's one of the best things you can do in a relationship is to guilt trip each other. But I know you're going to have a good time on your Thanksgiving holiday. Now, when do you fly back home? Are you staying the whole weekend? Or you fly back out Friday and come back? So what's your turnaround like? So, and right now we really don't have any cities or places that we would like to go visit because we've been to so many places. We've been blessed enough to travel a lot. I mean, would we turn down a trip to the beach? No. Now, if we knew somebody that we liked a lot and they were down in Cocoa Beach, Florida and having a big event, and all of that, well, maybe we'd make the effort to go where it's nice and warm and I can go fishing. But I definitely, you know, don't have any desire at this point in moment to do that. So, Cocoa Beach, we like going there. It's kind of a quiet area, but it's also 22 hours drive from us. So it's a long drive. I think I made it one time in 19, but I'm assuming you guys are probably going to have all the traditional. What I think is interesting about Thanksgiving and traditional Thanksgiving dinners is I'm meeting one of my good friends here next month. Nice. Yeah, see, it's good to meet old friends, you know, friends that you've known forever. that you haven't got to see. That's always a good thing. It is. But I think it's interesting how, depending on which part of the country you're in, what your Thanksgiving dinner is going to be like. Like in the middle of America, it's very what we consider traditional turkey and gravy, mashed potatoes. But Northeast, you're going to might find clam linguine, fish, and other oddball things from the central part of the country. So it is kind of interesting. If you go out to California, you're probably going to find bean sprouts and those things at Thanksgiving versus real food. But you know, for me, traditional Thanksgiving is the turkey, the dressing, mashed potato and gravy, some cornbread dressing. We do got a friend and a mentor of mine that I'd like. He's getting old. I need to go down and see him. Maybe we'll make a priority of that this spring before he dies, because he's not. I'm not saying he's on death's door, but I haven't seen him in about 5 years. I'd like to go down and see him because I think he's pushing 80 now. And so it's always good to do that. So I might drive down this spring with Lorelai and I and go down to southern Arkansas where he lives and pay him a visit, show up at his church and say, hey, we're here, or something like that. Because he's a preacher at his own church. So it's, might be an interesting thing to do. But other than that, man, that's all we're doing this week. A lot of Thanksgiving stuff. My daughter is calling. All right, I'll be right back. My daughter is calling. So I know how to make crispy pata, but sometimes my brain gets a little squishy. So I need to refresh myself today with exactly what seasonings I want to put in it. So has anybody ever had crispy pata? Does anybody know what that is? I think Joe probably knows what it is. I don't think he's ever had it, but I think Joe knows what it is. But the problem I have with my Filipino cookbook, it's a good cookbook. Problem is, it's not very well alphabetized. I expect everything to be, like crispy should be in the C's, but it's not. The recipe's going to be in pata, like that doesn't make sense. You can have it in both places. So it takes me forever to find a freaking recipe in here. And then you get to the peas and it's not in the peas. It's somewhere, or it's over by the pork. See? Yeah, I just don't get it. I haven't figured out their system to how to find crap in their index. Oops, shit. Because it almost seems, random, unless I'm missing something. See, you would think crispy pata, right? It should be right here of crispy. Nope. See, we got fried chicken in the C's. Ah, you're talking to Buy Good. How is she doing? How is she doing? Let us know. This damn cookbook drives me crazy. I can't go through here and highlight every recipe that I cook because it would be crazy. See if I can find it in the book, and maybe I got the page bent. Well, man, Henry, I wish you'd tell her I said. Maybe it would help. I don't know. Maybe she would listen to an old guy like me. Tell her to block his ass, to put the blocker on. Tell her to get rid of him. He's not worth it. He's not going to. Tell her maybe to look at it from this perspective of, is the drama he brings worth him being there? It's kind of, okay, you know how I had to deal with this, for an example, with somebody on my channel who, you know, wanted to put Dennis in timeout and fight with everybody because he's a drunk. And when somebody would say something, he'd get all defensive. So what I did, and I've known him a long time personally. I've helped him out more than you can imagine. And I finally had to come to the point where having Jack on my channel and my live streams was doing more harm than good, because he was running people off that wanted to be here, and I had to stop that. I did. I had to make the hard decision and go, you don't bring enough to the table to have it to where I allow you to be this way. So I took his wrench away. I wrote him a message explaining this to him very kindly, but she would just, you know, that's just me because I've known him for forever. And he just got mad at me and called me everything in the book and all of that. So you got a point in life where you got to evaluate and go, what is important to me? Not making one person unhappy or making a whole bunch of people unhappy. And if she wants to grow her channel, she has to make those hard decisions. Because I got a feeling he doesn't bring enough to the table. You know, why would you put up with him if he's fighting with people? And I know you know all of this. Sometimes the women folk, you like that southern stuff? The women folk, they need a little bit more encouragement that it's okay to do that they're going to be okay. I don't know, but I'm glad. So is her channel still turned on? Because I couldn't find her channel. Joe said he couldn't find it early either. Well, that report him, block his ass. Just block his ass from your channel. You know, there's all you do is you click on the little button on his. You just click on his channel and it says, "What would you like to do with this person? Report them, block them." I block. You know, I just block people. When I finally get enough of the idiot trolls, after I get done getting what I can get out of them, I just block them. You know. So yeah, no, that's what we got to do. But yeah, I couldn't find her channel, so I hope she. But it's on her if she gives up or not, or what she's going to do. I tried to tell her early on when she started her channel and was starting to grow that she had to be careful about these things. I did. I tried to give advice about you got to be careful about some of these men and these people, and you got to sometimes make hard decisions. It's not worth having certain people around if they're going to hurt your channel. And you know, the real question is, what do you want out of your channel? And that's just the way it is. And not everybody's going to like your channel. Nobody's going to like you. I get a lot of people that hate me. I get messages all the time how stupid I am, how shitty my YouTube channel is. They don't like the fact how I do things. I don't care. Just go away and go smoke more crack. I don't know what to tell you, but it's not. But you know. Good, good. Maybe that will work. Maybe that will help her out. Maybe that will give her confidence. You know, you got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. I've also told her and many others, they're keyboard warriors. You can't take them personally unless they're sleeping next to you or paying your bills like a mom and dad or something. It's not worth stressing over. You just shit can them and move on. That's what I think. Keyboard warrior. It's like that Vincent guy, you know, who was disrespecting Lorelai. You know, everybody told him to quit doing it, and he thought it was funny to continue to do it. So not only is he blocked off my channel, but before he left, I ripped him a new asshole one day, talking about that his wife, you know, was a whore, and she was the queen of knee pads and everything else, and how she got the golden knee pad award. I just said, here's what you sound like, and I just went in and dug deeper and deeper. And you can tell while I was doing my little rant on it that, you know, he didn't like it, and that was my point, because he enjoyed making fun of other people and going, ha ha, just funny. So, but when I dug deep down and hard and made the living fun out of him and his wife and his children, he started to get the message. And nobody has seen him in months, which is a good thing. He's just an old drunk Australian guy. So he's not worth having on your channel. I appreciate people that subscribe to my channel and come to my channel, support our channel. But if you're going to be a disruptive force, why would I have you? It's kind of like our personal lives, right? Why would you have somebody who's disruptive, who's going to cause you grief, going to cause you trouble in any way, shape, or form? And I'm really big on that one. Just not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. So, but that's all right. It is what it is, I guess. Live and learn. Live and learn. I guess Bai would like to get married and find a dude, which I understand. And a lot of the Filipina channels are that way. And I know a lot of them are, I think they go about it the wrong way, but that's just me. That's just me, Henry. I don't know. But not my place. I just try to be supportive. Ooh. Man, those big hawks that live here, there must be something dead in that guy's backyard. I mean, they are flying low to the ground. There's a little field right behind them. There has to be something there. Because they're diving down. You can't see it. They pop out of the house, out of the back of the house. There has to be something going on there. Because they're doing this whole thing, and, you know, cool to watch the hawks. But, and I do appreciate everybody that comes to my channel and does my stuff, but, you know. And someday we will be a profitable channel. I'm convinced someday my channel will be profitable. Not today, but someday it will be profitable enough that it will help Lorelai out financially, I think. So, but, you know, Lorelai's tougher than me. You know, a lot of the guys say that. They talk about how when Lorelai's on here, she's, you know, she's meaner than I am. And, which is okay, because she's a girl. She can do whatever she wants. That's all right, and I give her permission. You just, look, even if one of our members or regulars, if they're not being nice to you, kick them in the balls. But she does know that people like you and Joe and the professor, well, if you guys are online, when Lorelai's online doing this, she does feel good that she knows that, you know, she has backup, so to speak, in the live stream. And so I know people, I know women feel good when they know they have backup there. They do. But I've seen a lot of the Filipino live streams over the years, and I don't like this, but I guess we all know it's true. Sometimes that's why I encourage them to be careful, because sometimes some of the things that they do on their live streams give certain people the wrong impression, and that's not a good thing. You know, what message are you sending? What message do you want to send out? And I think, and I try to tell girls on their channels, you better know what message you're trying to send out, because men are going to get it and they're going to interpret it, you know. And if you're going to run around dancing with skimpy clothes on, you're not going to get a quality people to follow you. I'm not saying she's doing that. I'm just saying in general, if you got a YouTube channel where you hate on people, well, you're not going to get good people. It's just that way. So, and you got to be prepared for the consequences. Because I've told other channels that I knew that seemed to be more of a hate channel. If you're going to be a hate channel, you better be prepared for people to hate on you. I mean, they're going to come after you and hate you because that's what you do. If you're dancing around like a hooker or a whore, well, what do you think the guys are going to think you are? They're not going to think you're marrying material. They're going to think that you're just some floozy who's trying to get a buck. Real simple. If you're a jerk channel where you go around making fun of people and hurting people and doing stunts on people, well, then that's exactly what they're going to think of you. And Lorelai and I have made the conscious decision, even though that we want our channel to be known as a friendly channel, a happy channel, a safe channel for people. And if you don't like us, that's okay. We're not going to beg you to be here. But we don't want to tear people down. We want to give advice and build people up. That's what we want to be known at, because that's what we would like people to do for us. It's, you know, for us, it's pretty simple and straightforward on how we want to conduct ourselves. But a lot of people, when they start YouTube or Facebook or other things, they don't give that forethought on how am I going to be perceived. I'm just going to jump out there and do it. And I'm going to feel good about it because men think I'm sexy. Men come on and go, ooh, baby, 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 you so sexy. You know, would mama like $2? You know, it's what men do. It just is. And if you encourage that, well, then that's what you get. But I know Filipino channels and women channels that are not that way, that are very good, big, way bigger than my channel. And I mean big channels. They don't do that shit. If the live streams, if somebody's in there mean and or sexy, nasty, no, they don't put up with it at all. I'm like, now look, we don't do that on this channel. So, you know, I don't know, Henry. I wish people would, but then again, I know sex sells, violence sells, being stupid sells. You know, all the things that are bad sells. Why is that? What is the concept behind that? Why do things like that sell, you know? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Why are we amazed by the train wrecks? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why we're amazed by it. But we seem to be. You know, you don't see people you don't see Francesa's back in the house. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well today, but she can't get to his channel now to report him. No, you can't get to his channel. But what happens, Henry, is you do this. If he comes back on your live stream, You click on his name, and that will pop up a drop-down menu on her side where she can report him. So she blocks him, but if he comes back, or if he comes back as somebody else, as a troll, as a different name, you go to that and you report that. And you say, this was a guy named Unicorn who was harassing me. And you report that like that. That's how you do that. Henry saying hello to you, Francescus. How are you this morning? Is it warm or cold where you're at? It's cold where I'm at. My dog is mooning and grooning. Same, good, good. You doing good, good. Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? Yeah. Yep, but that's what you got to do, Henry. All you can do is keep encouraging her. Francesca says, no, I'm not. You're not ready for Thanksgiving? You're not excited about Thanksgiving? We're going to do Thanksgiving trivia on Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, I'm going to have a whole bunch of Thanksgiving trivia ready. And we're going to have some fun. Even if we don't like Thanksgiving, we're going to have some fun with Thanksgiving. So I'm going to make you guys enjoy Thanksgiving. So, your mom's not going to do anything for Thanksgiving? Well, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes Thanksgiving can be overrated. It's just food. The important thing is just to enjoy the day. That's really the important thing. Whether it's just you and your mom, or you and the family, or you and the dog, don't stress over it. But sometimes Thanksgivings can be very expensive and time consuming and stressful for adults. So I wouldn't worry about that. I hate being the go-to guy when things go wrong. I know, Henry. I'm trying to figure out how to expand upon that, Henry, because okay, let me try to say it this way. There's not going to be a payoff, is one thing. I've learned this the hard way. Sometimes when you're in that position, it's futile. There's not going to be a payoff. And it can become like you're being used because you can step in and handle these things or do these things, but there's no reward for you in it. And I know maybe that's being selfish, but we all look at this. What do I get out of what I'm doing? Just enjoy the day together and have fun, Francesca. That's right. That's all you can do. But Henry, I understand that. I've been involved in situations over the years where I was in that position and, it bit me in the ass in the end, so to speak, and was never a payoff. And then when I decided I didn't want to be in that role anymore, I was somehow a bad guy. What? So it's kind of like, I'm a bad guy for not wanting to fix somebody else's problem all the time, It's kind of weird. So I understand, Henry. I do. I get it and I understand, so. And I try to put myself not in that situation anymore. That's where I'm happy to give advice, but after I give the advice, I don't care what you do. You go and do it. And if you come back with the same damn problem, I will tell you, I told you what to do, you chose not to do it. What do you want me to do now? That's how, because I went through years of this shit. And so I've gotten really bad about saying, look, I gave you my advice. if you would have did what I said to do, the problem would have been solved. It may have not been pleasant, but the problem would have been solved. But you didn't do it, so now what do you want me to do about it? And there's nothing more I can do but give you the advice. And look, I get a lot of people just want a shoulder to bitch and cry on and whine about, but that gets old. When people are always whining and buying and crying about their problems and about, poor me, like the one person, like we talked about earlier that has the drinking issue. Poor me. Timmy's in the house, thumbs up. I am late. Timmy, you're never late. You're just fashionably on time. That's what it is, right? So, but I get tired of hearing people always having excuses for themselves. Well, my mama won't give me $1,000 a month to live here anymore. She cut me off. She's mad because I'm an alcoholic. I have no food to eat because I can't ever do anything. Whatever it may be. It's everybody's fault but their own. So the advice you give, if they don't take it, then for me, it's over with. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I've told you what to do, how to do it. You may have not liked it, but it would have solved the issue. Timmy's in the house. We're going to do Thanksgiving trivia tomorrow night, Wednesday night. So I'm working on a whole bunch of fun trivia that we're going to go over on Wednesday night. So I hope you'll join us for that. So this morning, we're just hanging out for a little bit. I got a bunch of running around to do this morning. Lorelai's still in bed. You know how those women are. She got home like at 1:30 and thinks she needs to sleep because she was working late at her job. And because they had a crisis, well, a company that they service had a crisis. So she's still sleeping away, Tammy. But we'll let her sleep for a while, then we got to get up and get some errands done. And then I'll be live tonight again. I got some other BS we're going to talk about tonight. But yeah, we got Thanksgiving coming up. We got to go get her some food to take to her work because apparently they're having Thanksgiving at her work today or tomorrow. But I just found out she has to take food last night. So I always say it's easy to take care of things when you listen and learn from your mistakes. But sometimes it's hard and people's feelings do get hurt. They do. They do. They do get hurt. I try not to be an asshole that much anymore because I'm old and I'm wise. I'm wise beyond my age. But sometimes making people mad to where they don't want to talk to you is not a bad thing. Making them mad where they realize things is not a bad thing. So Timmy is saying, hello, Henry. And Henry said hello to Timmy. But people, when they get their feelings hurt, a lot of times they will take stock in what has happened. And if they're honest with themselves, even if on the surface they're not, if they're honest deep down, they will realize, hopefully, that a lot of this has to do with them and the mistakes they made in dealing with this. That's kind of how I look at it. And I think she's probably a good person. I don't know what her agenda is in all of this, but, And the other person we were talking about, the alcoholic, he's not going to ever learn. He doesn't want to listen. He just wants people to buy him beer. He wants to buy him alcohol. He wants to say how he's dying in the Philippines and he's starving to death. And please give me money, and then he will spend the money on alcohol. Even if you teach him how to make money in the Philippines, he's not going to do it because that's not what his agenda is. And so, as Timmy knows, people's agenda is what's most important. And his agenda is to be an alcoholic and not to be responsible. And that's okay if you can get away with it. Timmy says, one thing I learned about people is you can't not fix stupid. Boy, you got that right. They don't want to fix themselves to begin with. They don't. They don't. A lot of people in situations want to sit around and have people feel sorry for them. That's how they feel validated, is to sit around and feel sorry for themselves. Oh, woe is me. My mommy promised me $1,000 a month to live in the Philippines. My mommy, was supposed to send me food every month. My mommy this, my mommy that. But my mommy cut me off and now I'm abandoned in the Philippines. I have no food, but when somebody gives him money for food, he buys alcohol with it. So there you go. Poor woe is me. People get fed up with that. I will admit I've started to turn into a hole because I'm getting tired of being everyone's go-to guy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Henry, you're old enough in life. You okay, Daisy? You need help? It's kind of weird. Let me turn this around. I'm going to help my dog, but I'm going to show you my dog. Oh, it didn't work. So this is Daisy, the one with the heart failure. I don't know what's wrong with her after being diagnosed with heart failure. Sometimes she can't get down on her own from her little place. Come on. You ready to get down? Come on. The things I do for my dog. But I think what it is with my dog, I think my dog's dizzy. Her heart's bad now. And I think she gets dizzy when she gets inverted like this and tries to go downstairs now. I think she gets dizzy. But Henry, you just do you. If you don't want to be the go-to guy, then don't be it. Everything mom and dad, why don't they go back through their mom's womb, dad's penis, develop better, and get out once they're ready? I agree. If it was only that easy. Well, it's easy. To me, as you know, it's really easy to blame other people for your shortcomings. Look, it would be easy for me to blame people for everything that's gone wrong with me. I try not to do that. I just blame myself, which is not the greatest thing either, to blame, yourself or whatever. But I blame myself for a lot of things. But I get frustrated with the people that have had great opportunities. They've come from good environments, good in families. They've had great opportunities and they blow it. My brother was this way, and this is why I talk about this. My brother, who's dead, died from alcoholism. He had so many great opportunities to be successful and happy and all those things that most people would envy. But it didn't go that way because of his choices. And so the person I'm referencing on YouTube, I don't try not to say their name anymore, but they come from a wealthy family. They could have got an education. Instead, they didn't. They could have got a business, but they didn't. Instead, they're self-loathing and misery. Yeah, right now there's very few people that you help out just because they are the ones that listen and learn from their mistakes. Blaming others is a way of saying that I am a coward. Ooh, I like that. I cannot stand on my own and have no accountability of myself and in life. I like that, Timmy. I'm going to add something. Blaming others is a way of saying that I am a coward and I want to say this, I am not willing to stand on my own, and I have no accountability for myself and in life. I agree. I think that they're not willing to do it. I've given this person financial support. I've given them so many tools about how to do things and a roadmap. No, it's too hard. I can't walk. The funny thing is, I'll tell you a funny story about it. At one time, I told him, I said, hey, you got a channel. You want your channel to grow. Why don't you get out there and walk around your community in the Philippines? A lot of people really like to see what the Philippines looks like on a day-to-day basis. They want to see the streets and the roads and the people and the trees, and they want you to talk about what you're seeing and doing. There's channels all over the internet that are built upon that. And it's a good, safe, good, oh no, I can't walk, my toes are really bad. And then somebody gave him a donation of like $20. And he went to the liquor store so fast. It was on my live stream. So I know it. I saw it. He was talking about how he couldn't do any of this on my live stream. 10 minutes later, somebody else, he said, oh, I just got a Cash App donation of like $20 from somebody on my stream. Send him some money. He's like, I'll be right back. And he took the phone with him and ran to the liquor. He's like, I got to go. He went to the liquor store and bought beer and came back on the live stream. But yet he couldn't go outside his house and make videos because his feet were so bad he can't walk around. You know what I mean? So that's where people have to take responsibility for themselves. And I encourage people not to be a crutch. We can't be people's crutches. We can be their support system like, hey, good for you. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. That's a support system. Crutches are not. Laziness overload, yes. And, I just have a rule of thumb. Even with my bad legs and bad heart, I try not to be lazy, but I was so even as a fat kid, a fat guy, in which, people always thought I was lazy, but at least I got stuff done. That's an understatement about the laziness overload. It is. It's a disappointment, Timmy. No, I agree. The best way you can help people sometimes is not to help them at all. I really believe that because one thing I really believe is you got to let people fall and collapse. Otherwise, you're not doing them any good. And look, if somebody hits their head on a wall, or let's say if you got somebody who's 7 foot tall, as an analogy, and every time they walk through a doorway, they knock themselves in the head, and they can't figure out how to prevent that from happening, then there's not a damn thing any of us can do for them, right? If he can't figure out he needs to duck a little, do something a little different, not walk through that particular doorway, there's nothing any of us can do for him. Because sometimes they got to have enough basic common sense and knowledge to realize this doesn't work for me. I'm not enjoying knocking my head on this doorway, so why do I keep walking through this doorway? And I wouldn't help that person, you can simply say, maybe the first 1 or 2 times, you say, if you duck, you'll be okay. You won't hit your head. But you shouldn't have to explain the basic, easy things. I do things for myself. I ask for something. If I ask for something, it's because I truly need something or trying to learn something. That's good. Fix the door where you can walk freely in. That's it. But which is going to be easier if you're 7 foot tall? Fixing the door or just going under the door? Now a lot of them go, well, if you give me the money, I will fix the door. If you give me a bunch of money, I will be sober. That doesn't make any sense. Because if you got money, you got to buy the booze with it. So what makes you think somebody, I've heard that. No, I just need money to live on and then I can be sober. I'm just so depressed is while I drink and while I'm alcoholic. Well, then take the money that you do have and better yourself. Hello, you're not going to ever get from point A to B. You want to skip A, B, and C and get right to D buying somebody else's dollar. It just doesn't make any sense. And that's where this one individual is. And I don't get it. It's like, oh no, I wouldn't be an alcoholic except for I'm depressed because my mommy won't give me $1,000 a month to live in the Philippines like she promised me she would. It's like, what? No, you asswipe. You know, your mommy, and I've told them, and I know this from personal hand when it comes to alcoholism, you know, nobody wants to be that person who gives you the drink that kills you. I told my brother this repeatedly. Look, I am not going to be the one who gives you alcohol, provides the alcohol that is going to kill you. Not going to do it. You know, if you need me to pay for things, I will pay your phone bill. I will pay the bill. I'm not giving you the money. I would do this, you know, come eat all my food you want to eat, whatever it may be, but I'm not gonna the one that lays that money in your hand and has you go out there and drink yourself to death. And a lot of alcoholics don't understand that. Most people don't want that guilt. They don't want to feel bad because they drove you to death. And I've explained that to alcoholics before and drug addicts and other people in general. And I've tried to explain to them, oh, my mommy, she's such a horrible, horrible, bad word, bad word, bad word, bad, 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 bad word. Well, maybe she just doesn't be the one responsible for you dying, you know, because that's not pleasant. Sometimes people only justification to their wrong action. Yes, only give justification. But for me, wrong is wrong no matter what the reason is. Well, I agree, wrong is wrong. I do think there are times that it's justified to be wrong if the end goal is bigger than the wrong, but in this case it's not. But I'm okay with if others benefit, if there's a situation where the others can benefit from me being wrong, then I'm okay swallowing my pride and saying, nah, I'll take the hit. I used to do that at work all the time. You know, oh, fine, we're caught in a conundrum where, you know, we can't get anywhere because everybody wants to blame everybody for whatever screw up happened. I used to throw up in committee meetings and say, fine, it was my fault. I did it, whatever it was. I don't give a shit what it was. I did it. I'll take the blame for it. I was wrong. Boom. Now, what do we do to fix it? You know, well, you weren't even there. And I'm like, I don't care. I did it anyway. You know, just throw it on me. Let's go. Come on. Let's move forward. And so sometimes you do got to screw things up as a life lesson or a learning lesson. So, but I agree with you in principle. Well, she learned how to report him, and I think she learned how to block him. That's good. She's learning. She's learning. Now, hopefully, what she's learning from that, Henry, is how to not let it get that far. Have enough of a backbone. Timmy has a good backbone for a Filipina. My wife has one. But you got to get enough of a backbone and not be afraid that they're going to not like you or not super chat you to prevent those from happening. Timmy says, agree back. Nobody is perfect. None of us is. But then again, accountability is a must. I agree. And I totally agree. Accountability, you know, I agree. I try to hold myself accountable, and I have over the years, and I've had to learn over the years that accepting accountability or acceptance of your mistakes and your things is a good thing. It's an asset to say, I was wrong, I recognize I was wrong, and now I'm going to do better. Nothing wrong with that. But I have a feeling she's going to be back once he finds out. But this time, everybody's ready for him now. Yeah, he's going to be back, and he's going to give her shit. Here's what he's going to do. He's going to come up with another name that he can go to her live streams, and he's going to start off as a new person like Billy Bob. Hi, my name's Billy Bob. I'm from Oregon. Hi, beautiful. How are you? You know, and she's going to be very excited. Oh my God, I got a new guy coming to my live streams and flirting with me and telling me how beautiful I am, because every girl likes that. And he's going to continue to do that. And she's going to let her guard down a little bit, not knowing who it is, right? And this is going to continue. And then he's going to wham bam the live stream at some point in time. It's just the way it is. And he says, I hold myself accountable. Henry says, yep. So that's what it's going to be. I mean, trust me, I've been there. I do live streams, and I get these women, stalker women, who I have to blacklist off of the world, and all of a sudden they change their handle name and come in and try to suck up to me again, and I have to kick them to the curb a second time. I know the strategy, but but that's what's going to happen. It may be a day or two, it may be a week, but he'll come back as somebody different, and he'll start the bullshit all over again. Because when you're a keyboard warrior, that's what you do, and you have nothing to lose. Because there's nobody to hold him personally responsible. All she's done is held his YouTube channel name responsible. That's it. First thing the woman should do is ask how many ex-wives he has, and how did they end. Well, I think you're half right, Timmy. I think the first thing girls ought to do is ask how many ex-wives do you have, and how many of them do you talk to? Because men are going to lie to you about how they ended. He's going to tell you, well, they cheated, they did this, they became Americanized, they did this, whatever it be. Meaning, when somebody says they became too Americanized, what he means is I lost control of my wife, is what that means. So I would ask, how many of them do you talk to? That's what I would do. And, MJ's Philippine retirement is back in the house. He's blessed us with his presence. My goodness gracious, great balls of holy fart fires. Thank you for being here at MJ's Philippine retirement. We're just doing kind of a short live stream this morning to kill some time before I take the wife to go get a pie or something for work. Hello, howdy, folks. H.N. says, hello, MJ. Hey, Henry. Bow down to me. Woohoo. Well, exactly. Men and women are full of shit, Men, I don't know. I got so many things I could say. And if the man said that David and all of them are bad to him, if I am the woman, I will. Oh, I agree. No, I agree with you. If somebody has a bunch of ex-wives and they're all bitches and whores and, well, they're not the problem, you're the problem. Because, now look, I get relationships, especially young relationships, don't work out. But there's a reason for things. I mean, it's like, well, we don't have a great relationship, but we have kids, so we still talk and, about the kids. I don't have a problem with that. But if every ex-wife's a hoe and bitch, bad word, then, and if she really did cheat on you, then why did she cheat on you? Were you a crappy husband? But I guess maybe that's what Lorelai did when we started dating. She asked how many ex-wives I had, and I'm like, ex-wives? What the hell are you talking about? I don't have any freaking ex-wives, So maybe that's why she went, oh, no ex-wives, good. Reborn Troll says, my ex-wife died. That happens a lot too, and that's normal. But that's something that you can talk about. Yeah, she was my ex-wife, but now she's deceased. It is what it is. Because I do think a lot of people want to know what baggage that you may be bringing into your relationship. Men and women want to know the baggage. So, yeah, you asked the same thing? Timmy, you're funny. I only know one divorce. They said they had grown tired of each other, had the same lawyer sign the paperwork to get the divorce, and it took 30 minutes. I've actually known a couple of those over the years. I've known a couple of people who said, look, We got married when we were 18. By the time we were 35, we didn't know who each other was. We were in two different worlds. We didn't want to hurt anybody. We signed the paper, went to the courthouse, signed the paperwork, paid the $40, and we moved on with our life. When we see each other, we say, "Hey, how are you?" You know. I've had 3 wives, 2 via divorce, and the third one passed away in 2022. Now I have Venus, and she is a girlfriend. I've had no wives. Well, I have 1 wife. HTN says, "Hey, reborn." So very exciting. I mean, but I think it does say why, what they say, because look, a decent person, even if they hate their ex-wife, a decent person's not going to badger another person, especially who can't defend themselves in front of you. So, if I had an ex-wife and I sat here and told you how horrible my ex-wife was, how miserable she was, and how blah 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 and blah blah blah, and I just start blah 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 blah, what does that tell you? That should tell you more about me and my personality than about that woman, because she's not here to defend herself. Timmy says, I also ask how high is his alcohol tolerance and if he smokes and drinks often. Lorelai did the same. Lorelai asked right about, do you smoke? And I'm like, no, I don't smoke. And I'm like, you don't smoke, do you? She's like, no. And I'm like, all right. Maybe I brought that one up first because smoking is a deal breaker for me. I don't date girls that smoke. Never. I did once and it was disgusting and never do it again. I don't date women that smoke. So I may have brought that up first. I think she asked me if I drank and I'm like, at New Year's or events, but I'm just not a big drinker, and I'm not. And I asked her too, because I drank a girl that was a drunk. I went out with a girl that was a drunk, and I hated being around her too. Yeah, but did they still live together for a few years after they got divorced? No, they went their separate ways. I think when one went overseas and one went and taught at another college somewhere out west, and so no. But I know an older couple that did that, the Johnsons. When I was a kid, they lived together off and on for the rest of their lives, even though they were divorced. They would they had 2 different houses. They lived in their own houses. They had their own careers, but every so often they would live together in one of the houses for about a year, then they'd get away from each other again. Michael says he's going to be kind to me, and he's going to bless me with a thumbs up, even though I didn't. I was not ice. What is that? Let me get her. Give you a thumbs up, even though you didn't beg for it. Did I forget to beg for a thumbs up? I don't try to beg. I just try to remember gently. Remind everybody gently. Give that thumbs up because I'm poor and I need it. Henry says, I smoke now, but I really don't drink anymore. So, it's just, it's good. I try not to beg on my channel. I give love and banta. Yes, I know. I quit smoking September the 29th. Well, good for you. You feel better now, don't you? Yeah, but just wait a year. Wait a year. You got to get it out of your system. You're in the Philippines. You need to get out there, walk and exercise and get that tropical air in your lungs, and it will help you spit out the years of tobacco. It does take a while. It does. But it's good. I mean, it's never too late to quit. It's a good thing to quit, I think. I'm a believer. That's my rendition of a Beatles song, by the way. So, but yeah. Relationships are hard and tough, but I think you got to be willing. The key is this. You can't be so desperate for a relationship you'll take anything. You got to be willing to put some standards in place. Do you smoke? No? Okay, we can move forward. Are you an alcoholic? Do you drink? No? Okay, well, we can move forward. Do you have employment? Yes. Great, we can move forward. If it's, I'm a smoker, I'm a drinker, and I'm unemployed, well, why in the hell would I want to talk to you? Now to work on the damage. That's right, it is bad. It is bad. Asthma, lung diseases, crystallization of the lungs, granulomas. I have lung disease myself, so I know the, yes. MJ says, I smoked and drank when I met Venus, and she put up with me for about one day. What does that say about her? Well, let me say this. She saw the good in you, and she was hoping that she could retrain you, and apparently she's been correct, that she's retraining you into a better man. That's what it says about her. That she had confidence that she could take a ruffian like you, Michael, and make you into somebody. To bring you from here to here. That's what it says. Does it mean that she would settle for anything? No, I disagree. Like I just said, she just saw the good in you and she could bring it out to you. Well, I stopped a lot of things, but smoking is one of them I really don't want to give up. Well, that's all right. I am a believer that you should do whatever you want. It's not my business if somebody wants to sit and snort cocaine all day long, well, they can do that as long as they don't hurt anybody else. I really am. I think free, you'd be free to do it. Timmy says, to each of its own. That's right. MJ says, okay, I will accept that. And Michael, I actually mean that. It's not a joke. I really mean that's how that works a lot of times. She saw enough, and she has enough confidence in herself that with a little love and nurturing and role modeling, she could take, my wife has done the same. I mean, I think my wife will tell you stories about, even though I don't smoke or drink that much, but how she's had to make me into the man I am today. What do you mean? What? So in their minds, they gotta always, Barry in the Philippines will not give up smoking. But last time we talked about it, he said he's 82 years old. Why would I stop now if it makes me happy? I agree. No, I agree with that. What the doctor cares about now. I think when you get past 70 years old, if you're lucky, you got 20 years to go. Just do whatever the hell you want. I mean it. I don't have a problem with that. If you're 70 and you're living your life and you want to smoke cigarettes or get high every day or be an alcoholic, who gives a shit? You're going to die anyway. There's no more good years in you. There's no more we can get out of you as a society. So who cares? Just be happy. But make sure that things are taken care of, business is taken care of. But I really feel that way. My grandmother, when my grandfather died due to diabetes, my grandmother, when she got older, she got a little senile. And her daughter was always trying to dictate oh no, you shouldn't eat that food, you should eat this food. And I took care of the finances and all of that and looked after her a lot myself. And I got mad at them one day and I said, look, the lady's 70 effing years old. Let her eat fucking ice cream every day if she wants to eat ice cream. Who gives a shit? I'm paying the bill. I'm buying the food. I don't care. She has tacos every day. She's old. Let her eat whatever the damn thing she wants to eat. Who cares? Well, but it's not good. Who gives a shit? And she died like at 73, 74. My grandmother's 91. Nice. I would form a very happy partner to pretty much laid back guy. Yeah, I agree. I think I'm a very laid back guy. I can't help the fact that I'm handsome, but I am very laid back. Exactly, at a certain age, let them be happy. And that's what I told her daughter she was living with, even though I paid all the bills out of their money, out of my grandparents' funds. I'm like, and I did. I told her, I got really pissed because she was complaining. Well, she wants to eat ice cream, and they were like, who in the hell gives a shit if she wants to eat ice cream? I'm buying the groceries. Let her have effing ice cream. You know, Jesus Christ. You can have some too if that's the point. Are you worried you're not going to get to eat the ice cream that I buy? You can buy it. You can eat the damn ice cream. Let her have her damn ice cream. Who gives a shit? So that really made me mad. You know, freaking throwing a bitch fit over ice cream. Same thing with soda. You know, MJ's handsome you all. Now that I think we are almost on the same level, so we should have a live handsome contest between many of us one day, just for fun. Ask for donations to help the needy. Yeah, the only problem with that, Michael, is I don't think I don't. We could do something live to help. We're doing a project for the needy here, not here, but in the Philippines. Our channel is. I don't think anybody would come to a live stream like that and help us out financially for the needy because they going, what? You know the women folk aren't going to come, and the men are just going to come to make fun of us. So I don't know how that would work, you know. But I agree with you. I'll even maybe shave and take a shower for that one. Yeah, I need a shave this week. Diana says, hi, everybody. But yeah, I don't think we'd get any response. But Lorelai and her friends in the Philippines are doing two charitable things. One in December, they're going to be feeding the neighborhood kids where her friend lives. And then they're going to be taking shoe sizes. And we're hoping for New Year we can raise another chunk of little money so that, and we'll know how many shoes they need, but so they can turn around and buy flip-flops for the neighborhood kids. So that's what we're working on. That's something like Dennis gave us some money for that, so we're going to be doing that. And I don't even have to advertise how good looking I am. I got to get going now. Everything is open now. Oh yeah, I need to get off of here too. It's 10:30. I got to get Lorelai up because we got a bunch of running to do and get ready for things. So Michael, Diana, I'm sorry you just came in. We're going to be live again tonight, Diana. Everybody, we'll be live tonight again. Timmy, thank you all for being here. All the other wonderful people that's been in and out. So Diana, come back tonight. Sorry, but I need to go wake Lorelai up at 10:30. It's 10:27, 10:30ish, and we got to go to the store and do a couple other running around things because she has a food event tomorrow or today at work. I don't know. I didn't understand. All I know is she told me, hey, by the way, I got to go buy food to take to my job, and I'm like, well, when is the event? And I thought maybe I got like a week or two to figure out. No, it's like, we got to go do it tomorrow. I'm like, oh, God, all right. Diana says, hi, Henry. Bye, Henry. Diana says, okay, so sorry. No, don't be sorry about anything. It's just the way it is. So take care, Pack, and goodbye, chat from Timmy. So we appreciate everybody. We're going to be doing Thanksgiving trivia on Wednesday night. Tonight, we're going to be doing something else that hopefully we can all benefit from, besides just enjoying my calm, soothing voice. We appreciate you guys. Everybody take care. Diana, we will see you tonight. Timmy, take care. Henry, go do whatever Henry's going to do. Michael, come back tonight. Get some sleep during the day and come back tonight. All right, my friends, take care.